had this little show called Teen Wolf that, honest to God, when I got the script, the first script, or just the appointment, it was pitched and it was like, Teen Wolf, really? We're gonna do this remake of a movie by Michael J. Fox? And I read this script and it was amazing, and it became this thing that was bigger than all of us. It became this thing that went out into the world, and it touched people in ways that we could never imagine, I think. And the beautiful thing was, it rippled out into the universe and it touched these people, and then it came back to us tenfold. And to have been a part of this has been a blessing like I can't even describe.
I just want to say that the first time we came here was 8 years ago. We were in a tiny little room somewhere in Comic-Con, and nobody knew who we were. The first season hadn't even aired, and I think there were 20 people there. We showed the first 10 minutes of our pilot, and now we're in Hall H. How does that feel, Tyler?
Yeah, this is great. This has been the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing in my life. I can't even think straight right now. I love you guys. Everybody here. You're my favorite people in my family. I see you guys more than I see myself. More than 12 hours a day on set with everybody. I see you more than my family, you know. And it just means so much to me. And I love you all. And thank you everybody for making this the coolest place to come and hang out. Not even work. It's the greatest. I love you all so much. 100 episodes, all the milestones that we've hit personally for me and collectively as a show, and everything about it has been perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. When I was a kid, when I first started the show, when I was 18 years old with Dylan, I had just turned 18, we filmed half of the pilot presentation. He and I became really good friends. Still our bond is unbreakable, and we were sitting in the car, hanging out. I was 18 years old, he was 18, and I was like, dude, what if we're doing this until we're 25 years old? And I'll be 25 this year, before Teen Wolf ends. And it happened, you know? And I foresaw it, and that's all I ever wanted, and it happened exactly the way I wanted it to, and I couldn't be happier.
It's just, it's hard to explain how close this show is to my heart, and how close everybody here is to me, and they, you know, they make me happier, and they save my life, and they just show me that, like, you know, love is alive, and they're also incredibly talented, every single one of them, every single person here, and I felt like going into it, it was never going to be a job, it was always going to be, there was so much incentive for me to enjoy what I was doing, you know, it wasn't just work, it was friendship, and finding my purpose in life, and becoming an adult, and making a difference. And
you were the best leader.
Yeah.
Jeff, thank you for giving us the coolest opportunity ever, man. I mean, we're the best buds ever, and this wouldn't have been possible without you. And
I'll tell.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta echo what Tyler said. You know, it's nothing but emotional now that it's over, and you know, for me, this will always be such a special thing for me, and you know, this was my first part ever. I still remember, you know, like getting the call from my manager that I got the part of Styles, you know, in my little apartment in Westwood with my buddies, and I was going to be going out to shoot this pilot and entering this whole new, you know, phase in my life, you know, I didn't even know that at the time. I got a job, and the fact that it made, you know, 7 years later, we're 25, we just finished. It's just amazing, and it's an amazing group of people, and it's just been a family, and it'll always be a family.
Teen Wolf ending's like huge, you know. It's been I know no acting without the show, basically. So it's gonna be, you know, such a new chapter, and I just, like, you know, I'll miss it dearly always, and it's gonna be weird, you know. It's just the first time I'm operating without that show to go back to as like a little home.
It's, you know, it's happy, it's sad. I mean, I'll always miss that show. I'm always gonna miss that character. I'm always gonna miss the show. I always, I was lucky enough to get that show from really early on in my career. It was my first role, and it carried me really far too. And I was able to. I mean, it just ended, for Christ's sake, or it hasn't even ended yet.
Yeah.
So it's nuts. It really took me through the first 7-8 years of my career in a way, and it'll always be super close to my heart, and I'll always love it, and I'll always miss it. And I know that this is a special thing, and also I couldn't have asked for a more special role either. To this day, and I'm sure this will still maintain true for the rest of my career. I'll always look back at Styles, I think, as just being my ultimate favorite. I mean, just like, it's just the best character a guy can ask for. And it's the best first thing I could have asked for.
So I'm glad that it's the final season, but I'm also sad. And I'm just really proud of everybody. We'll collapse when we go into agreement and not even talk to each other. We don't need to. It's just this unspoken peace between all of us that we've been together for so long. It's that comfortable silence in a room that's the best way to sum up our relationships towards each other. Just that magical formula that made Teen Wolf, and being so incredibly grateful to Jeff for letting me have this opportunity.
I knew that episode 23 was going to be my last episode, and I remember texting Jeff and asking him about it, and he said he was writing it, and it was really difficult for him to write because he just wanted to make me proud, and he wanted to make Allison proud. And then I read it, and it made me really sad, but it wasn't until it got to when my dad comes up and it says, and there's Allison, period, gone, period, was when it really, really hit me that I'm never coming back. I love Allison so much, and I think ultimately I'm sad because it's also part of me that I have to say goodbye to. She's a big part of me, and I really, really adore her, so I feel like I felt such a sense of loss. And a big part of me growing into a woman. I felt like I'm grieving someone. Our crew is really, really incredible, and I feel like I've missed the experience of them for such a long time because I was wrapped up in what I thought an actor should be like, and just like, prepared and professional, all these things, and I really didn't get to experience the crew until I knew I was leaving. They're such incredible people, and it really does take a village to make such an incredible thing, and so I think I'm gonna miss the cast and the crew the most. I love them. I'm feeling really grateful because it was the best first job I could have ever asked for, and I met so many great people for it. So I'm grateful and sad and hopeful.
I was asked to come do a small part on Teen Wolf, and then it turned into something bigger because Jeff is a doll and a lifesaver. And he called me, and I was at a gas station, and he asked if I wanted to stay on as Malia, and I was like, will you make her funny? And he's like, well, are you funny? And I was like, I guess we'll find out. And that's how I joined the show. Jeff, thank you. I'm not gonna forget Jeff. Jeff, I think it all starts from the top, and from the tippy top to the very bottom, these people in our lives, even everybody here, I mean, everything that has touched us that involves Teen Wolf has been just so incredible. So thank you.
Thank you. Do you remember auditioning with these two boys?
I do. I remember walking into the parking lot with my grandma, I think I was with. With Grandma Rose.
Yeah.
And I saw Dylan, I think, in the parking lot walking in, and then I saw Tyler in the kitchen. Yeah. And then we all talked about skateboarding and stuff, and then went and auditioned, and I was really nervous. But
Were they good to you?
They were good to me. We talked a lot before, which made me a lot less nervous.
I'm gonna miss everybody. I've been on this show since I was pretty young, since I was 15, and I was just a young lad then.
Yeah.
And now I'm a young adult. I'm gonna miss, my family. I've grown up with everybody here, and I've gotten to know them and myself through working on this show. Mm-hmm. And I guess not coming here every day is just going to be a little bit weird because I'm going to miss, seeing everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll see everybody on other, working with them on other shows, movies, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried, but I will miss it.
When I first got back on this show, it was February of 2015. And initially I was approached to do 3 episodes of this show. I was supposed to come in, have a small little character arc, and then leave. And after the first episode that we filmed, I felt that there was something very special here.
When I first got the call, I was a little sad because it was like, holy shit, it felt really real. 100 episodes, we have time to really cater the writing so that it ends the season really well. I couldn't be happier. I'm pretty stoked. I'm gonna cry a lot on the last day though.
Oh,
Hello everybody, this is Tyler Posey, and this is literally the last day of filming on set ever. And I am getting very sentimental and very emotional, and it just feels like the last day of high school. I never experienced that, but it was what I can imagine it would feel like. Everyone's just really happy and sweet and excited. So I have to say goodbye to the high school. Aww. I spent more time in this high school than I did in real high school. Goodbye, Styles Locker. I missed you. I love you. Thank you for scaring me sometimes. Sometimes you'd open the locker and there'd be like a head in there. Here's the underwear. This is what I really wanted to get to. Last but not least, saving the best for last. The fans, every single person out there that started to watch the show when it first aired, somehow hung on. And to anyone out there that watched it and hated it and never saw it again. Thank you for giving it a shot. This was the greatest experience of my life. And it's still not over yet, but I couldn't have done it without you guys, truthfully, obviously, because without you, there wouldn't have been a show. Let's keep Teen Wolf alive. From Scott McCall, the Alpha, good night and good luck.
It's the last day of Teen Wolf.
But it's hard to put 1,000 days of shooting into words.
I spend all this time with these people that I love so dearly and that I've really made some great relationships and had really fun times with.
I've made lifelong friends, people that I will be standing next to when they get married and when their kids are born.
It's hard not to think about these relationships that I've established with these people that I know I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. It's crazy how much something can have an impact on you and how deeply something can resonate with you in your life.
I'm so thankful, man. Like, truly, truly thankful. You, the fans, are... I mean, I don't know if I will ever experience another fandom like you guys.
I'm so thankful to be able to make you guys happy. And thank you for accepting Mason. Like, that is the coolest thing. Whoever likes Mason just a little bit, dude, that's amazing. Because that's all I want, just to make someone else's day better. So if I've done that in any way, I am thankful that I've got the opportunity to make you smile. So, thank you.
And I have had more fun on this show than I think should be allowed. And it was really an amazing time for all of us over these 6 seasons. And it was really amazing to come to work every single day, to work with people that were happy and full and just wanting to bring all of their creative ideas and all of their beauty and all of their creativity to you for the last 6 seasons. And it's been an honor and a pleasure to play Mama McCall and to have the words that Jeff has written for me and for all of us. And it will be an impact for the rest of my life.
And I know for a fact that wherever I go in my career, whatever project is next, I'll never forget this, because this is something special. And I think I know it, and I think the writers know it, and the producers know it, I think our fans know it. And I think anyone that's ever been involved in this show knows it. And Teen Wolf is most definitely a staple in my life. And I couldn't be any happier. And I couldn't be any more grateful. Kind of walk off the stage for the last time, but as I said before, this was something that I'll never forget. And this is something that I'm gonna hold in my heart for the rest of my life. And I thank you guys. I thank the fans. I thank everybody a part of this show. I thank everyone that's ever supported me from day one and has embraced me and accepted me as a part of this show and allowed me to do what I've been able to do and portray this character that people just absolutely love to hate. It's been quite a ride.
Hello, Roscoe. I remember when this Jeep was named. It was at Comic-Con in New York, and somebody asked if the Jeep had a name, and Dylan said, "Yeah, it's Roscoe." And Jeff had not written that, and it became Roscoe. Roscoe the Blue Jeep in sort of periods of my life. And I find myself holding on to him harder and trying not to let him go.
When we started this show, everybody was young, and everyone looks exactly the same to me today as I remember them on the first day that I came here. But I've got to grow up with everybody along the way, and so although the show is ending, it doesn't feel like it yet. To me, it feels like we're just beginning on a new adventure with people, and we'll be in different places, and we'll have different scenes and sets behind us. But everything that the show is about and stands for is the cast and the crew and everyone involved in making it, those people, and they're not going anywhere. So I'll be reminded of them every time I see an episode or a clip, and certainly every time I sit down and visit or talk to on the phone or have dinner with my new family that I love very much.
So, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm happy to say that you're a part of it, and your enthusiasm and your passion for what we've done is the reason why we were able to make 100 exciting episodes that we've been thrilled to bring to you. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. We love you, we'll miss you, and we'll see you soon.
This season, this year, is a little different, but no less reason to celebrate. We're gonna hit 100 episodes at the end of season 6, and we've also, that's amazing. And we've decided that 100 episodes is also a good place to stop. Yes. This will be the final, these next 20 episodes will be the final season of Teen Wolf. Yeah.
We genuinely love the fans and our interactions with them, and I'm gonna miss everybody so much, including you guys.
How much will you miss Dylan O'Brien?
I already miss him.
Yeah.
The show isn't what brings us together. It's how we met. But when Teen Wolf is gone, Dylan will still be in my life.
It's just been so much fun from the get-go from us to the fans. The fans have enjoyed every moment of this. We've just connected with every fan so much from this whole entire process that I just want to give the fans closure. You know, I want them to really be satisfied and fulfilled, and all of us. You know, I want all of our hearts to be happy, and I know it will. You know, everything about our show and about us is just effortless. You know, we are effortlessly cool. You guys know that? We are just so naturally badass, and everyone is just attracted to that, and it's so cool. And so I know for a fact that the last season is going to be just that, and I think people will be able to really respect that, and just we're going to go down in history. And I owe it a lot to this show, and I really feel like we're going to go down in history as something huge. Do you feel that? I mean, look at the room that's here right now.
Upon everything that's happened, and you know, 5A and 5B and the press and Comic-Con.
So we want to thank Comic-Con and all the fans at Comic-Con first for making us feel so special here.
Yeah, thank you guys. This is the coolest thing ever. Comic-Con is the greatest thing to do as a group of friends and co-workers, and you guys make it so cool for us. We're not worthy. We don't deserve you guys. Thank you so much.
And I was talking to both of you, and I said, as leads of this show, it's your responsibility. You are the host of the party. You set the tone on the set. And we all talk about family. We talk about all this. And they did. They set the tone. They made this set what it is. They created the atmosphere. They